Thank you guys all for coming. On behalf of Mayor Paris and Lancaster City Council, I want to welcome you to our beautiful museum. We have our curator back there, Andy Campagnon. Please give her a hand. And a little off script, it's always a point of pride for us that you folks remember a few years ago what downtown Lancaster was like, and look at what we have now. This facility, we have a farmer's market going on, and it's a rejuvenation. But one of the things that we also want to talk about is something very serious, health and wellness in this community. And health and wellness in this community was nothing to be proud of our stats, but through the good work of Mayor Paris, City Council, a lot of folks, AV Partners for Health, our partners at Lancaster Healthcare District, we're making a big difference. And in particular, our partners at the Lancaster School District. Who's here from the school district? Give them a big hand because they've been... It would have been really easy for them to just say, no, it's extra work, we don't know if it's going to work, and they embraced it. So thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate that. A couple of stats, since our council is divided tonight into different events, I have to do this part too, so I'm going to have to read, which I apologize for. This year, the Mayor's Health and Wellness Council launched 2 new programs, Fun and Food After School and ABC for Fitness. One of the things I think is most incredible about this program is this year, these 2 programs touched the lives of 450 kindergartners and their families. Think of what a big deal that is. So again, thank you, School District, for allowing us to do that. We have the school board to thank for that, Michelle Bowers to thank. We also have, and you'll hear from the chairman of our Neighborhood Vitalization Commission, Mr. Derryberry. Mr. Derryberry and his commission have really gone out of their way to engage the community to support this program. And through their efforts, through our AmeriCorps Vistas, which you'll hear about, some of our community sponsors have stepped up too to provide money to make this program a reality. One of the things that we're also working on, and I think that Dr. Krishna may say a couple words about that later, is Medical Main Street, which is another initiative to take what we've all done, the energy we have, and focus and concentrate it on having world-class physicians and a world-class medical facility right here, to build what we have into a great medical facility. It's already good, we're going to make it great. There's a lot going on tonight. We're going to be respectful of your time, so we're going to introduce Mr. Derryberry right now, and he's going to talk a little about the program.
Thanks so much for being here tonight. On behalf of the Mayor's Health and Wellness Council, I can't help but thank you guys. It means a lot to us. So about 6 years ago, I was at lunch with the mayor, and he asked if I would be interested to participate in a city commission. So me, 6 years ago, I said yes to everything. Since then, I've learned not to do that. So immediately I said yes. And what he asked me to do was to sit on what is now called, wasn't called this then, but the Neighborhood Vitalization Commission. Over the years, we found that what it was we were attempting to do, and I won't get into that, wasn't really possible. It was one of those things that getting into a neighborhood to vitalize it is something that takes many steps in a city. I don't want to bore you with city planning and architecture and that sort of thing. So the commission really decided to focus on something that can affect change in the neighborhoods. Realistically, we felt that the only way to affect change is do it through health and wellness. So over the last 5 years, the commission really spent an incredible amount of time working through how do we get these neighborhoods healthier. And so where do we start? We start with the kids. So through the help of the City of Lancaster and their partnership with the AmeriCorps Vistas, we launched this council, the Mayor's Health and Wellness Council. This council is really a partnership with Antelope Valley Hospital, the Lancaster School District, the High Desert Medical Group, Kaiser Permanente, Antelope Valley Partners for Health, the county. Everybody involved has brought together these initiatives for the benefit of our students. So what have we done? We have effected change, like Mr. Bozigian said, in 450 plus kindergarten students and their families. And what are we going to do from here on out? We're going to continue to promote this change throughout the next 12 years of their education. And then we're going to look back to see how what we've done has changed the lives of these kindergartners this year 12 years from now. And we're going to continue to promote these programs year after year. Why? Because, for one, they're fairly easy. We're promoting exercise and healthy eating. And what happens is we find that these children are so excited about what it is that they learn that they go home and they make sure that their parents are also doing the exact same thing. I have three daughters. I can tell you when my 9-year-old kid's home from school and she learns something about healthy eating, we're going to do that because she makes us do that. And these kindergartners are doing the exact same thing. So our Mayor's Health Academy really wouldn't be possible without the assistance of our AmeriCorps Vistas. So we really have two teams. We have the Mayor's Health and Wellness Council Vistas and the OneLink Vistas. So besides what it is that our commission's done here locally, we've also started a program the city has called the OneLink program. The OneLink program is a volunteer program. What it does is, it's a website. I invite you guys to visit it to see what it is that we do. And the city posts various different opportunities for volunteers. We all have free time. I don't care how busy we are. We can all offer ourselves to our community. That's what we do in the city of Lancaster. So ultimately, you can go to the OneLink program and you can volunteer your time. And through the partnership between our program and that program, the OneLink program, we've been able to promote community gardens. We've been able to help sponsor and promote the Martin Luther King Day of Service. And if it wasn't for that partnership, a lot of what we've done for our students wouldn't really be possible. For the 400 plus students that we've brought through this program, we feel that the health savings cost through the avoidance of obesity is $19,000 per student. It's not unrealistic when you think about the complications from obesity. That's $7.5 million to be saved by these families over the lifetime of these students, just from what we've done in these programs.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak before you. It is our honor and pleasure to be part of these projects to help the community. As our duty as physicians to care for those that come to our doors, at the end of the day, if everybody takes good care of themselves, very few will need us. Very few will end up in an emergency room. I think we want to do everything we can as part of the heavy hospital and heavy healthcare district to help our community, help take care of our children better, and help them to guide them to whether managing weight or habits, certain habits that children should not be exposed to or should not learn. I think by doing that, I think the end result is healthy community. What is happening in this in Lancaster is very exemplary. If you look at all the cities in the country, very few cities are doing what we are doing. Hopefully we can make a big difference in the health and welfare of our children and our elders and those who can't take care of themselves. As physicians, it's our duty to take care of them, irrespective of their ability to pay, irrespective of their ability to take care for themselves. We will do everything we can, within given limits to assist them, to help them to live healthy, happy lives. And we are glad to be part of this effort, and I thank and congratulate the City Council and the Mayor of Lancaster for their efforts in improving the health and welfare of our community, and thank you.
Good evening. I bring you greetings and gratitude from our District Superintendent, Dr. Michelle Bowers, who could not be here tonight. But we do thank you so very much for allowing us to be partners with you in this program, because we truly do recognize the importance of teaching our students about healthy habits, including eating healthy and having an active lifestyle. We know that it's important that you start early with these young ones. In the Antelope Valley, I think the percentage of children who are suffering from obesity is about 20%, and that is just not acceptable to us. And we know that percentage will grow unless, again, we start early with our young ones. So again, we do appreciate the Mayor's Health Academy, which provides opportunities for our children to learn to take care of themselves. And as someone mentioned earlier, as they go home, they share that with their family and parents and so forth. We also know that optimal learning cannot take place unless vital and primary needs are met. If children are sick, if children are not up and moving about and not as healthy as they can be, then we know that they won't progress as much as we'd like them to academically. So the opportunity to participate in the ABC for Fitness program has been wonderful for our kindergarten students, and we are looking forward to expanding that to first grade for next year. So to tell you a few more details about that ABC for Fitness program, I'd like to introduce Jenny Sampson.
ABC for Fitness is a program that we introduce to our kindergarten students in the hopes of introducing additional physical activity into the day for all of our students. The idea is to build an additional 30 minutes of physical activity into the school day throughout the curriculum areas, in addition to physical education and recess time. So this is over and above what students would normally get. I do know, based on what the Vistas have shared with us, that our students each have received an additional 4,500 extra minutes of physical activity throughout the day. And we really would not have the success we have with our kindergarten students without the kindergarten teachers and their principals and their support. Thank you.
So I will just finally say, once again, thank you so much, and we're in it for the duration. So we hope that we'll continue with the partnership. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce another partner. Sometimes, real candidly, the county gets a bad name, but what we found is the LA County Department of Public Health genuinely cares about what happens throughout the county, and they have pockets of innovation, and they're willing to try things. And we are blessed with having a couple partners, Maria Estrada and Claude Meridian, who are here to represent LA County, and we couldn't be happier that they've joined this journey with us. Please come up and say a couple words.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Maria. I am here with Claude. We are here on behalf of Dr. Frank Alvarez. He is the Area Health Officer for the Antelope Valley, which is considered Service Planning Area 1. As you have heard many times already, that the health and wellness of a community actually impacts not just economy, but also just the businesses, schools, families, communities in a whole. So we actually want to extend, on behalf of the county, gratitude and actually just thankful for allowing us to contribute our expertise into the program. There's a lot of research out there that says community-based programs work, especially when they consist of collaborations with healthcare industry, business partners, school districts, and the community overall. So again, thank you. We applaud the mayor. We applaud the Vistas for taking on this journey in 1 year, completing so many activities and just taking a hold of the program itself. And again, we just want to reiterate the importance of prevention, and I think Claude will want to
Sure.
talk about that.
Thank you, Maria. So just to add a couple more words. So one area that the Department of Public Health is focusing on is the new term called social determinants of health, and just going beyond working in silos and just going beyond working with a couple of partners and focusing on traditional prevention. So in the idea of social determinants of health, we're looking at the way people, where people live, work, and play, and how that really impacts their livelihood. And so DPH, Department of Public Health, is looking at other ways to collaborate with other non-traditional partners and not just folks in prevention, in looking at the root causes of diseases. And we're looking to expand our collaboration efforts to work with these non-traditional partners. And finally, I just want to say that we look forward to continuing this partnership with the City of Lancaster and the partners that are here today. So thank you.
You've probably heard the term, thank you very much, you've heard the term VISTA several times. How many of you know what a VISTA is? Okay. They're actually real people. And we're going to introduce them in a second. But it's a really good program. It's a program where young, bright people after college most of the time will come and give a year of service to different communities throughout the country. And we're blessed. This is about our third or fourth year. The program was started by a dear friend of ours, Kelvin Tainatongo, who has since passed away, a dear friend and a colleague of ours. And a lot of the management fell to Melissa Varela this year, so please give Melissa a hand. Thank you for all you've done. And also Toy Chisholm and Kelly Cunningham in the back there. Thank you guys for doing that. As you can imagine, moving 5 bright young people across the country from all different parts of the country and asking them to work together and live together sometimes can present some challenges. But what it doesn't present is an opportunity to rest, because they're passionate, they care, and they want to make changes. And seeing your community through fresh eyes and seeing young people say anything is possible has been truly inspiring.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for choosing to spend your Thursday evening learning about health and wellness in Lancaster. And thank you to all of our sponsors and our partners for making all the things that we did this year possible. And so without further ado, I want to introduce some special parents that came out tonight that want to say a sentence or two about what ABC for Fitness means to them and what it is teaching their children. So without further ado, I'll introduce Gina and Vlada to come up and say a couple of words. Thank you.
I just wanted to say that I'm glad and thankful that there's an initiative at my child's school that focuses on health and wellness. And I am sure he is learning how to live an active lifestyle now and will carry these lessons on with him as he grows older. So thank you very much for teaching him.
Well, this one's mine, kindergarten, and he made a new friend in the program. So we build friendships, and the program really brought certain people in the community together to just meet. We live like 3 blocks away, and we didn't even know each other. So the fact that we can now have a friendship, the parents can have a relationship, and have our kids grow together was a really big part of the program. You know, the kids learn very valuable lessons in gardening, in healthy eating, and just knowing how to better themselves as they grow and as they move on to first grade and so on.